Gentlemen, in today's video, I want to give you the number one most important choice you're ever going to have in your life. If you're a guy that maybe you've tried talking to women, you've tried learning how to talk to women, maybe you watch a ton of videos on dating advice, how to talk to women, female nature. There's never been a meaningful change you've actually made towards this goal. And you just think, maybe it's a mental block. Maybe it's something that's wrong with me. Maybe I have a problem. Oh man, all these problems keep coming up. It keeps holding me back. The world's holding me back, all that stuff. I want to talk about a very valuable concept for you. And if you don't know who I am, I'm Timothy Brazil. I'm the owner and founder of Understanding Attraction. And it's my mission to make you a man that women are attracted to for the rest of your life. Because that's what I care about. I want relationships to work. I want men to feel powerful. I want men to feel strong. And I want women to feel safe, because women won't feel safe if men aren't powerful and strong. And so I want to talk about the choice that you have every single day when you wake up. And if you haven't made a big change in your life yet, you have continued to choose the wrong choice. You've gone down the wrong path every single day for the past 20, 30 years of your life. I want to talk about the difference between loser problems and winner problems, because here are the facts. I'm just going to be straight up with you. Life will throw problems at you. We might go through a recession. We probably will. Stocks are down. People are going to be jumping off of buildings because their stocks are crashing because they lost all their money. People are going to be depressed and sad and staying inside and stuck in the metaverse. The world is going to shit. That's okay, because hard times create strong men. What I need you to understand is that life will create problems. Doesn't matter how good times are, doesn't matter how hard times are, there will always be problems, there will always be issues. And I'm going to illustrate that to you in this video. So you have to choose as a man, what problems do you want to have? Because you will always have problems. So first rule of masculinity is to stop trying to eliminate problems from your life. Problems will never go away. Problems will always be there. You will always have problems. Okay, stop trying to live in this alternate reality that never exists, that tells you that you don't have any problems anymore, that I'll be happy when I finally get a girl. I'll be happy when I finally make this much money, because none of that is true. That's the first thing you have to understand before I get into any of this. Before you can even make a choice, you have to accept that there are problems in the first place. Because if I start talking about, choose winner problems and don't choose loser problems, and you're gonna say, oh, but what if I don't have any problems? That's just perfectionist fake shit. That doesn't exist. You will always have problems. Things will always happen. Entropy is just a law of the universe. Things get worse over time. You get older, you degrade over time, unless you actively fight against it. If I don't go to the gym for a month, I will lose gains. If I eat a bunch of junk food for a long time, I will get fat. So you have to choose the problems that you have in your life, and you have that choice. That's the first thing you have to understand. If you're watching this and you're saying, I don't have the choice over the problems I have, yes, you fucking do. Stop being a pussy. Stop being a bitch. You have choice over the problems that you have in your life. You have choice in how you handle them. You have choice in the positions you put yourself in. You have so much choice, so many options. And yes, it's hard to choose, but you have to choose. In life, you can choose winner problems or loser problems. And I'm just gonna illustrate this for you. These are loser problems. I just have notes down here. You can choose to have your dick hurting from jerking off too much. You can choose to get out of breath when you go up the stairs, feel weak all the time. You're always tired. You get uncomfortable in social situations. You feel uncomfortable when people talk to you. You can't make eye contact. You feel weak, you feel timid, you feel shy. You get embarrassed easily because you never know how to handle yourself. Women don't even respect you. Other men don't respect you. And worst of all, the biggest loser problem of them all is that you die wishing you had a more fulfilling life. This is some serious shit. Those are loser problems. Guys that choose to jerk off all day, to not invest in themselves, to not work on improving themselves, to not go out and talk to people, not spend more time in the real world, not get in the sun, not go for a run even though it's raining, and even though you feel tired. The guys that are choosing that, they're choosing loser problems. So be honest with yourself. Have you been choosing loser problems up to this point? Because if you don't have the life that you want, if you don't have an outstanding, amazing life, you've been choosing loser problems for a long time. And it's going to take a consistent cadence of choosing winner problems. It's going to a consistent positive feedback loop of choosing problems of a winner over and over and over again, which is hard to do. It's going to take that over a long period of time to fix the damage you've done. And it can be done. You can fix it. Now I'm going to talk about winner problems. So you can choose to feel like shit and die unfulfilled because you're dealing with those problems, the loser problems, the problems that losers deal with, or you can deal with other problems. And these problems are more harmful in the short term Because think about it, when you choose winner problems, or when you choose loser problems, and your dick hurts from jerking off, you had all the pleasure from jerking off. You had all the pleasure from eating the junk food and not going for a run and not being uncomfortable, all the comfort that comes with staying inside. So when you're out of breath going up the stairs, you got all that comfort and you're just paying the consequences. When you feel weak, you got the comfort from, you didn't go to the gym when you felt bad. You never went to the gym and your muscles never burned. You never had that. You never had that short-term discomfort. But now you're dealing with the consequences of feeling weak. You're dealing with the consequences of not talking to enough people and not trying to improve your social skills when you feel uncomfortable and someone calls you out in a social situation and you get called awkward, you get called weird, you get called shy. When people are like giving you shit because you're shy and you take it really personally, it's because you've had the pleasure of staying inside. You haven't had to get uncomfortable. Women don't respect you. You've had the comfort of seeing a beautiful woman and watching her walk away, and you didn't endure that discomfort. Here's the flip side. If right now you choose winner problems, which are much more immediate, you have to choose them. You have to actively choose them. They don't just happen to you. These are the problems you could have. And I'm going to talk about the rewards of winner problems. You could choose to have the problems of overcoming social anxiety, going up to people even though you're anxious, even though you're hyperventilating, even though you're scared, even though you're sweating and shaking, you could talk to them anyway. You could have that problem in your life. But guess what? At the end, you're not anxious around people anymore. You're not worried about people judging you all the time anymore because you realize people are nice, are friendly. Okay, and if they're not, it's kind of funny because what kind of person wouldn't be friendly and polite? You can choose to have the problems of conquering fears, of having fears and doing shit anyway. Like, you could have that problem. You could choose that problem right now. There's something you're afraid of that you're watching this video. There's something you're afraid of and you could go do something to jump into that fear right now and you would be less afraid. You would have to choose a winner problem to do that. You could choose the problem of learning to stay strong when life isn't easy and life tests you. You could choose to go do something uncomfortable, put yourself in a position where you have to win, where you have no choice. When I started my business, I didn't really have a choice but to make money. I didn't have a choice but to actually do something with my life because I knew I didn't want mediocrity, and I chose a winner problem, which was, oh shit, I gotta make $500 this month or I can't pay my car payment. Like, I have to make this money. I'm gonna deal with that stress. I'm gonna learn to deal with that stress. And now I deal with stress very fucking well. But I put myself in that situation. I chose a winner problem. And I actually wouldn't suggest putting yourself in that crazy of a position, but sometimes you need to put yourself in crazy positions to actually win. You can choose to have the problem of burning muscles. So like, I've been in the gym. It looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. I've been in the gym for a little bit, about 2 months again. And I feel pretty good about myself. I chose the problem of having burning muscles. My legs are sore today. I'm kind of tired. You know, my muscles definitely were hurting during my workouts. They've definitely hurt a lot during my workouts, and I've had that problem of burning muscles the whole time because when I'm lifting, my muscles are burning because that's what causes growth in your muscles. What I need you to understand is that I chose that problem, and now I get to flex on the camera, bro. Like, I'm pretty proud of that. Like, I kind of look strong. That's good shit. I've never had like kind of big arms, and I feel like my arms are kind of big. You can choose to have the headaches that come with learning valuable skills like sales or marketing, learning how to communicate, learning how to talk to people. There's headaches that come from that. Like, really trying to rewire your brain, like, you'll get a headache from that, and it'll be hard to pay attention, and you'll have to focus, and headaches that come from building focus too, trying to focus over and over and over again. You can try to deal with the annoyance of meditation, the annoyance of trying to meditate when you have no focus, you have no attention span, you can't pay attention, you can't focus on your breath. You can choose to have that problem, and at the end, you're going to be more mindful, you're going to be more present, you're going to be able to communicate better, you're going to be calm in social situations. You can choose to have the problem of shaking and freaking out and sweating when you talk to a beautiful woman. But guess what? If you choose that problem, that's a winner problem. You could choose that, and you could choose to jump into that, and you could actually feel comfortable around hot women and even see positive results. You could even see women be attracted to you. I hope you're getting this. I really do. From the bottom of my heart, I hope you understand the difference between winner and loser problems, because you have a choice every single day. Because here's the thing, man, life is passing and problems will happen. Those are the two laws of the universe that I know are true for sure. If we want to figure out how to frame life in a way where we can get the best at it, we have to find out the truths. What are the things that are actually fundamental rules that just are always true? Well, time is passing and problems will always occur. So why wouldn't you choose the problems that benefit from time passing? Because here's the thing, loser problems don't benefit from time passing. They benefit from time stopping right now. If you were gonna die today, I bet you'd have a bunch of instant gratification. You choose a bunch of loser problems because you're never gonna have to deal with the consequences of those loser choices. Because loser choices, the problems come later. Your dick hurts after 4 times jerking off and it feels really good. You don't deal with a hangover until after the pleasure of getting drunk. If you were actually delaying gratification, that would make the most sense when time passes. It makes sense to have loser problems and make loser choices when time is standing still and time doesn't move forward, but that is not a law of the universe. It's not a true fact. The fact is time moves forward. And so you have to make the best decision with the circumstances we have, which is that winner problems are the problems you deal with now, but when time passes, you don't have problems, you have less problems, you have rewards. You're dealing with life all wrong. You've flipped the script, and instead of dealing with problems now, not having problems later, you are dealing with problems later and getting the pleasure now, which just doesn't make any sense. Logically, it doesn't make any sense. Emotionally, it doesn't even make any sense when you frame it like I have here. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you're new, comment below, let me know what was your biggest takeaway from this video and what is one winner problem that you're going to take on today. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.